Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we've got confirmation of 4 new roadmaps coming for Warhammer. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Are you ready for the Warhammer preview show? Nova Open 2024. We're only a few days away from Nova Open 2024, and that means there's a Warhammer preview show on the horizon. But this time, it's a little bit different. We've got some awesome miniatures to show off, but we'll mainly be looking a little further ahead with a slate of new roadmaps for your favorite Warhammer games. Alright, so this is super exciting. Obviously, there's been a lot of speculation that the new roadmap for Warhammer 40k was coming, as we've been a couple months now without a roadmap. We even got the announcement of the Blood Angels and their release on the horizon without any actual notice from Games Workshop. But now we have confirmation that not only are we getting a Warhammer 40,000 roadmap, we're also getting the Age of Sigmar roadmap, the Horus Heresy roadmap, and the Warhammer Old World roadmap as well. So the Nova Open preview show is Wednesday the 28th of August at 9 p.m. EDT and Thursday the 29th of August at 2 a.m. BST. So only a couple of days away. And we're going to have all of the latest reveals from Warhammer Age of Sigmar as well as Blood Bowl. So we can 100% expect to get the rest of the releases for Age of Sigmar in the sense of the Stormcast Eternals. The Skaven won the big battle, so they were shown off first. Now we're going to get like the equal and opposite releases for the Stormcast Eternals as promised by Games Workshop. So at that point in time, we'll have the complete range refresh releases previewed for not only the Skaven, but also the Stormcast Eternals as well. And I am super excited because the Skaven reveals were amazing. The new Skaven Tide box was amazing. And I fully expect equally awesome Stormcast Eternals reveal. And then we also have Blood Bowls. So I would expect at least a new team. And then we're going to get our multiple roadmaps. See what the future holds with the new roadmaps. So we have 4 new roadmaps coming. The first is Warhammer 40k. So that should take us through for another year of releases. I would imagine somewhere between like 8 and 10 of the codexes are going to be shown off here. That is super excited. Maybe we'll see another redacted codex, but more likely than not, I do think that they're waiting till the end for Emperor's Children as they've done with the previous Chaos releases. But that should be the majority of the factions, and definitely exciting for anybody out there that's looking for their own codex or looking to potentially get into a new army and curious as to when that's going to come out. So very, very exciting there. I would imagine Blood Angels are going to be left off of that since they're already basically coming out in a week. But there is a possibility that Blood Angels will be the first of those, and then we'll get somewhere in between like 7 to 9 that follow. So very, very exciting for Warhammer 40,000 fans. Anybody that's been enjoying 10th edition, including myself, super excited to see what's coming. And then we also have an Age of Sigmar roadmap. So obviously we have the upcoming reveals for the Stormcast Eternals, and then also the Skaven have been revealed. So I would expect those to be the first of the 2 new battle tomes. But we should get somewhere around like another 6 to 8 battle tomes revealed then as well. So that's going to give us like our initial battle tome releases for Age of Sigmar. So Skaven and Stormcast first, and then we'll see what the next 8 are going to be. That's also going to cement what's going to be happening in the future and give people a much better idea whether or not they should buy the faction card packs. Obviously, if your battle tome's not coming out in the next year, it definitely incentivizes you to drop like the 15 or 20 bucks on the faction card pack. As where if you don't know if it's going to be coming out in a month from now, there's definitely a reason to just hold off. But we know there's going to be some absolutely amazing models coming as well. Now, they won't be shown off in this, but we know typically with Games Workshop, they're going to release at least a character, if not a couple of various box sets or battle forces to go along with each of the factions as they're revealed. So very, very exciting. I am definitely looking forward. We've been playing a decent amount of Sigmar lately, been really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward of what's to come. And then we also have the Warhammer Horus Heresy roadmap coming as well. So lots of stuff has been coming out for Horus Heresy. It's been a little bit more spaced out than it has in the past. But now with the new roadmap, we'll have a much better idea as to what various expansions are coming out. There's also some whispers of a new edition altogether. I'm not sure if that's going to be announced right away or if this is just going to be like more box sets or potentially a new faction being released. But very exciting for the Horus Heresy players out there. So I've discussed this a couple of times or mentioned it in videos. I'm not a huge fan of the 3-year cycle for like new editions. I wish they would switch to something like 5 years. So you got like 3 years of the releases and everything, the new codexes. And then for 2 years, they just sort of fine-tuned it. And then they went to a new edition. Unfortunately, because Games Workshop makes a lot of money off the launch boxes, off of the new edition boxes, the codexes, all that stuff, they're incentivized to do only the 3-year life cycle for each edition. But for games like Horus Heresy and Warhammer the Old World, people don't like the change as much. They prefer things to kind of stay the same. And honestly, I think it would be super cool if Games Workshop did that longer life cycle specifically on games like Horus Heresy and the Old World. So the edition lasted a lot longer. They had more time to like roll out the various armies. People had more time to actually play the game and enjoy it as it is. And then when you're getting into the games, not only are you incentivized to choose like the game that suits you best or the models or the play style, but also you have the choice, do I want to be part of like this quick rollout product cycle with 40K and Sigmar, or do I want to be more of the consistent, less changes, more just normalization of an edition with things like Horus, Heresy, and Old World? Now that's just speculation on my part, but I think Games Workshop could really fine tune these various game sets to benefit their customers and themselves as well, as I think a lot of people would gravitate towards what they like better, and it would create a lot more like happiness and excitement in the customer base if you knew what you were getting for the edition before you got into it, and you could basically choose not only between like the setting that you were going to be playing your games in, but also what kind of product or game edition life cycle you were more interested in. You want the short life cycle, you want the up-to-date stuff, the regular rules changes, go for 40K and Sigmar. You want the longer life cycle, the less changes, the more consistently, go with Horus, Heresy, and Old World. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think of that. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. So those reveal shows are scheduled for 6 p.m. PDT, 3 a.m. CEST, 10 a.m. JST, or 11 a.m. AEST. Super excited for that. First, the new reveals. After the Skaven showed off their horrifying reinforcements at the Hellcrown preview, the Stormcast Eternals are dusting off from this historic loss and marshaling new forces for their own with some stunning new additions for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. There's also something brewing on the Blood Bowl pitch, and if Jim and Bob's excitement is anything to go by, it's a team to be watched. Okay, so it sounds like it's a new team coming for Blood Bowl. Then we've got new roadmaps for Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer the Horus Heresy, and Warhammer the Old World. Each one will shed some light on what's coming up later this year and beyond. And they may even have a few teasers for you along the way. So I would expect some cool teasers, a couple of like models or partial models shown off, maybe even like a cool new video. But that's not all there is to see coming straight from Nova, as our live team will be streaming action from the Warhammer 40,000 Grand Tournament all weekend from 8:30 a.m. EDT to 7 p.m. EDT on Friday the 30th, Saturday the 31st, and Sunday the 1st. You can catch all the action on the Warhammer Twitch channel and YouTube. So we have the live coverage from the event Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Warhammer 40K, 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. EDT. And then we also have Kill Team Approved Ops Showcase. So we've seen the box set, we've seen the initial reactions to it. It is a new addition, as I speculated, and I'm super excited for that. We've seen the new models, the terrain, some minor changes as getting rid of the idiotic shapes and going back to the actual like inches measurements. So that is going to be Saturday the 31st of August at 7:45 p.m. EDT or Sunday the 1st of September 12:45 a.m. BST. So that's really exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to the new kill teams, the new addition, the new terrain. Everything looks awesome so far. Better yet, an exclusive exhibition match will debut with the Tempest, Aquilon, and Vespid Stingwings, teams from Kill Team Hivestorm, in a full showcase of the new edition. It features two of the best players around in a rematch from the World Championships of Warhammer. World Champion Alexa Pavkovich and bracket finalist Adrian Bonvento will be going head-to-head once again. So very cool. They're going to demo a game, show off everything inside. Super excited for that. You can tune into this amazing exclusive from 7:45 p.m. EDT to 10 p.m. EDT. So they are given about 2 hours and 15 minutes to play the game. So let's hope that part of the changes they made to Kill Team is that it's no longer going to be like a 2.5 to 3 hour game. One of the things I liked the most about it initially is it was much more of like a skirmish, like 1 hour to like 1.5 hour game. And over the edition, the bloat made it so it was taking close to like 2.5 or 3 hours to play a game. And that was just ridiculous. So hopefully the game is actually trimmed down, and this is just going to be a little slower because they're not used to the new edition. But that'll be Saturday the 31st of August, and then Sunday the 1st of September, depending on your time zone. A light night, but well worth the diehard fans for Kill Team. You can also catch up with the stream over breakfast on Sunday on the Warhammer Twitch channel and YouTube. We'll have details of the reveals and roadmaps coming to Nova here at Warhammer Community, so make sure to stop by from the 29th of August, right after the reveal show, for even more pictures and info. So very, very cool. This is a massive event for Warhammer 40K players out there. It's also an amazing reveal event for the new models for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, seeing the Stormcast shown off, and then also a cool new Blood Bowl team. But I think most excited, I am just super pumped to see what the roadmaps have to show. Looking forward to what they're bringing to Horus Heresy and Old World for all the people that enjoy them. but I'm most excited to see the Warhammer 40,000 roadmap, so we have a much more precise idea as to what codex are coming, what factions are going to get their focus, and then we can start to speculate on like what new characters we want, what squads, what changes. And then of course for Age of Sigmar, getting the roadmap so we know exactly what battle tombs are going to be coming out, what characters or units are going to be featured, and just give us a more accurate idea so we can plan ahead, get excited, and start to speculate on what's coming. So let me know what you're most excited about. Are you going to be catching the show live? Are you going to be tuning in for the recap? As always, I'll do some short recaps of the show, kind of condense everything down into a couple short videos with the roadmaps, the reveals, and all of the meat and potatoes from the show. As always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. And make sure to tell them that Warhammer Man sent you. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I am so glad Games Workshop finally confirmed that we are officially getting the roadmaps. And I'm out of here.